Oh yeah, I need a date for the state fair. Why waste your time with that shit, bro? Like, just go alone.
I don't know why. I feel like girls sometimes give each other the evil eye when it comes to relationships, bro.
Why hide your partner?
I think a lot of guys don't raise their girl standards because they feel like they're gonna have to continue to do that all the time.
Why is it that a lot of people take long to get married?
People within my grandma's age group, they're still together with their husband, but they probably gotten cheated on like 3+ times. And they act like it's something normal.
We live, baby. We are back on Exotic Talk Podcast. Honestly, it's been a while. It's been a minute since we did one of these episodes. I think we definitely stepped back just a little bit. If you haven't checked out our last vlog, we dropped a barbecue review vlog. You're going to see the whole crew in that video. You're going to see us munching on a bunch of shit, bunch of barbecue meats. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Y'all let us know too, like what other spots do y'all want us to go check out? Honestly, because we've had Hutchins, we've had Terry Blacks, we had, what was the other? Hard Eights. They hit us up as well. They were liking our stuff and everything. So if y'all have any recommendations, y'all let us know and we'll go. This is a Dallas-based pod, but we don't mind going outside the radar. But on that note, we do want to let the supporters know Eric obviously is not here, but he's still here. He's obviously in the vlog. If y'all go see it, if you didn't, then
What you doing?
What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see Eric. So he's still with us. Obviously, you know, he took a brief hiatus. We still gonna keep rolling, baby. But other than that, man, I think we just been growing.
We've been trying to do a lot of work on the pod outside of the camera. There's been a lot of great people that we've met. We actually joined the Creators Club. Amazing ideas. Just being able to be with a community that's like-minded, it helps so much. We'll go ahead and leave the link to the actual club, you know, the Instagram. So if any creators watching out there, they want to be part of it, then y'all can come and join us. They have a lot of activities. They have a lot of events. So it's been so smooth. And, you know, shout out to every single one of you that we've been able to meet from that. It's about to get cozy up in here, man. The weather's starting to drop, and that means cuddle season. What does that also mean? Every single event that's coming up in the next couple months, you know, to close off the year, I would go to the length and say that it requires a partner.
I guess for the single people, bro. Oh yeah, I need a date for the state fair. Why waste your time with that shit, bro? Like, just go alone.
You never considered the state fair as like, I feel like you take a person there that you committed to.
I ain't gonna just ball out on that shit. Like, what the fuck? If you're gonna get a turkey leg for $20, it's like, yo, like, nah. Like, the max that I would say, if it was me and my partner, 300 max, bro. Max.
Nah, bro. Nah, way
300.
more. I would do more.
What?
Yeah, I really want to dial in on this though. I can bet you we're gonna see a bunch of people that we thought were single with people this winter.
You see, but here's the thing, bro. Like, and then this might go like in a different lane. Why are we thinking like these people are single when they're not? Like, why hide your partner?
What do you mean?
If we're looking at somebody through social media, right? And we see that they don't post their partner on social media. And yet all of a sudden, cozy season, why not show their partner out? Not like too much. Like, why not? Like, why is it always this season that people are always trying to be buddy, fucking, like, for no reason? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I got you. You know what FOMO is? I might get like trashed on for this, bro.
Go
but
ahead.
I genuinely believe this.
What?
I don't know why. I feel like girls sometimes give each other the evil eye when it comes to relationships. But I don't think it's intentionally, though. I really don't think so. I just feel it's the way that society has built us up at this point. To where, like, you feel like you have to pose a certain life, like, online. The only reason I say that, bro, is not because of a perspective that I get from a girl. It's because of multiple perspectives that I've gotten from guys where they're like, man, I feel like so pressured that I have to take my girl to the state fair. I feel so pressured that I have to take my girl to pumpkin nights, you know? Like all these sort of events that happen around during this time. And even like, I know it's still too early, but we talked about it last year. Oh, I feel pressure that I have to get my girl a spooky basket.
Okay.
Unless you actually meet a girl who constantly reminds you that, like, nah, none of that matters. But one time, me and my girl were having a conversation, bro. And I really liked the sentiment that she told me. She was like, I feel like sometimes you don't care about certain things because we've never made it a priority. If we want to take it back to when we've talked about before, the whole like giving your girls flowers, I'm going to take it somewhere and bring it back. Watch. For girls that never gotten flowers, bro, they don't trip about it no more because they've never been used to that type of treatment.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
But that doesn't excuse the fact that like it's still not going on. I feel like deep down she still feels that. So now, how do we connect that to what we're talking about? A lot of people, and I think it's also part of the seasonal thing. I feel there's always more to post at the end of the year.
Now, let me tell you something, bro. Because imagine telling your partner like, "Oh, have y'all gone to the fair?" No.
No what?
Like no. Like imagine. I was gonna say some shit, but nah. But it's like, okay, let's say you and your girl don't go to the fair, right? And one of her friends ask her, "Oh, has Joab taken you to the fair?" No, he hasn't.
It's all in our heads too, but I feel like it's like a silent judgment.
It's just it's a little messed up, but at the same time, it's cool because you know, like everybody wants to have fun, everybody wants to enjoy the holidays and seasonal things. But like now, it's kind of like a must. There might be meaning behind it, but it's kind of more of like, oh, you know what? I have to because I want to make her feel good.
Yeah.
Is it really coming from like inside internally? And we could take it to like a spiritual level, bro, if we want to. I could take it there. Should we take it there? Nah, not this episode. Nah. We ain't got time for that. Okay. State fair is a must, right? What about pumpkin patches? Do you fuck with them?
I feel like any sort of activity like that is so worth it, bro. A lot of guys these days, they don't prioritize that. And it sucks, bro. Like, how you not going to prioritize that? Because I heard this one dude close to me. He told me, he's like, well, it's because I've never liked that growing up. So I feel like my girl has to be understanding of that. You got to stop making it about you. If we were in a group of like 6 dudes and we asked them, oh, do you like going to a pumpkin patch? Most of them would probably say no. Then I wonder, and this is a dead ass question. Like, I wonder if I were to ask, would you still take your girl to it? I don't know if everybody would say yes.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you think for the guys that don't take their girls, and because I know there's a lot of females out there, like a lot of women, girls, that say like, no, it's okay, I don't care, like, it's not a big deal. You bring that type of energy to where, no, like, I ain't with the pumpkin patches. So then the girl is feeding off their energy. It's like, oh, it's okay, babe, we don't have to go. Like, nah, I didn't want to go either way. It's not that important.
I feel like as a guy, you have to step in and be like, nah, like that's not okay. And opens up another thing. Girls can always say, oh no, I don't want roses, or you don't need to get me this types of objects, or you don't need to get me these gifts. You don't need to get me all this, for you to show me that you love me. And more than likely it's true, because it's coming from a place of love. But it doesn't mean that it wouldn't make her feel some sort of way if you did do it for her. My mom is like that. Growing up, she would always tell me, no, I don't like when somebody gets me roses. Never did. And she would always complain like all the time. And in my mind as a kid, I would be so confused. But her reasoning was always, oh, it's because, they die quickly. It's a lot of maintenance, blah, blah, they're not even going to last. But then it's like, it's not really the point of that. Sometimes we forget that the point of these types of gifts is because you just want to show a level of appreciation, right? So yes, the girls that say that they don't want that, they might genuinely be true, but at the same time, it's still a form of appreciation, and it does make them feel something, bro. So like, I always think if you were to like, and this is speaking to any guy out there that like has maybe a partner that's like that, I would definitely invite you to like take a lead and be like, hey, let me see what happens if I get her flowers or if I take her to the fair.
Bro, that's why I take it back to the energy. Like, she's already at your level of energy. You bring that shit up, you bring it to her, surprise her. Bro, I promise you, she's going to be all smiles all day, bro.
Yo, this is pretty controversial. I think a lot of guys don't raise their girl standards because they feel like they're going to have to continue to do that all the time. And what if they can't even feel like they're going to keep up with the growth that comes with it? Let's say you were my girl and I were to never get you gifts. Never. So you already got used to that treatment. You're like, oh no, he's not a gift guy. But he always gets me what I need, blah, blah, blah. What if in my head as the guy, I'm thinking, damn, but it's because if I get her one gift, she's going to want another. and then another and another. So they might as well not even open up that door.
Damn, I gotta give her something better.
Exactly my point.
Damn, yeah.
So
I
then,
be
like
feeling
a
it.
lot of, I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of guys, whether it comes from a feeling of being genuine or just straight up like wanting to save money, it can be two things, right? Like whatever. But it's like you don't do that. But let's say now I get you one gift, you're like, oh my god, like I really like it, and then you see someone else with the same gift. It's like, okay, imagine I get you the same gift next time. Maybe next time you're gonna want an even better gift. Instead of $100 shoes, maybe, or even something small. Let's say I get you the smallest thing, like a $20 bouquet. Maybe it's like, okay, now that you got it, awesome, you loved it because you never got shit. But now it's like, maybe next time you want a $40 bouquet. And the next thing you know, you're going to end up wanting a ramo buchon.
I feel you, because it's like you're always trying to top the last gift that you give them, bro. And it's like, damn, how far is the top?
But then some guys start to despise their girl because of it, because they can't keep. That's what I said.
That's no. Despise.
No, but that's what I said though. Like they won't even get them gifts because they know they can't keep up with the bread, and like boom, a lot of relationships end because of.
Then why you doing all this? That's a you problem, bro. I'm sorry for all the guys or girls in their situations and stuff. Like, bro, that's something on you. It's not on the partner, bro, because that's the partner that you picked. I do want to let people know that obviously football season started. I'm wearing the Eagles jersey right here. My boy, I mean, unfortunately, he's a Cowboys fan. That's why he's not wearing the jersey. But either way, we got the Mavs, we got the Dallas Stars opening up in October. We've already talked about it. We're going to be doing a giveaway in October, maybe November. We still haven't decided on which game, but we will be giving out 2 free tickets to one of the Mavericks games in October/November. So y'all make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, YouTube as well. We'll give y'all more details later on. Dallas is starting to get a little bit more into sports now,
Dude, Dallas is becoming heavy.
You seen that new soccer team that they made? Dallas Trinity? They're like UPSL, USL teams, bro. Soccer.
That's crazy.
Building stadiums for these teams. Bro, in my head, I'm like, damn, like, where's all this popping up? We're growing in a way to where it's like I just can't wait to see what it's going to look like in 5 years.
We're going to be in just so much awe that I feel like it's going to be insane for us to like be able to comprehend how much the city is going to grow from it.
But anyways, let's take it back. Let's take it back. Yeah. This might not be like what we're talking about right now. How do you and your girl navigate holidays with like family functions? Like, is there ever a time where I feel like we talked about this and you said that you try to go to both. But like, I'm talking about like the Christmas and Thanksgiving. Do you feel bad for not going to one of the family's functions? Because there are times where, and I'll say this in personal family, where like, either if it's like a tia, tío, whatever, cousin, and they don't bring their partner with them, so then we're asking, they're at their families.
Can I put a parentheses on that question? But like, it's gonna be tied to that though. I got you. I got you. Look, so I'm going to ask you right now because we're in 2 very different type of relationship, like stages in our relationship. How long have you been with your girl now? Just for context for the viewers.
6 months.
6 months. Okay. Yeah. I've been with my girl for almost 7 years, right? So I think it gives good idea to people what they should expect. This is some real shit, bro. Like day-to-day shit. Sometimes I'll go to a family function. And it's not even like a big family function. It's more like, we'll get together to watch a soccer game or something very simple, very simple. And I'm like, I want to go, but maybe like she's too tired or she got shit to do. And I'll go by myself. But the question always comes up, where's she at? Bro, it ain't none of your business. But I get it though, but it's because I got questioned one time by this, bro. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person. It goes back to our original question at the beginning of the pod today. I like to do a lot of things alone too. And it's vice versa to where sometimes I'll go to like watch that soccer game and I'm by myself, but there's this expectation for her to be there because of the time that we've been together.
Depending on the function, bro, if it's a soccer game or if it's like you going to go eat, you know what I'm saying? Like just quick. Nah, bro. Yeah. Like, let's be honest. If it's a birthday, I think
you think so?
I think you should, bro. No, 7 years away.
Okay, so the time does make a difference.
It does, bro. Y'all are basically married.
But for you, your family does not expect your girl to be there every time. As of this moment.
Depending on the function, bro.
Yeah.
Again, depending on the function. There's times that your girl wants to go spend time with her family, bro.
Now let me take it to this level. I'm going to tell you a personal thing of mine. Even before I was with my girl, I had a tradition where I would go to the state fair with family like every year. Do you think your girl would trip if you were to go to the state fair without her?
I think go with your partner first. I know this might be a sensitive topic, bro, and it might be a little personal, but I know a lot of people can relate to it. And the question is, how long, like, why is it that a lot of people take long to get married? And you can answer that, or do you think there should be a limit, a max amount of years to get married? Because I know a lot of people out there and they've been in a relationship with their partner for more than 5 years, I would say. Right? They're probably like where you're at, 7, probably a little bit more, 10, 12. And yet they're still not married.
Mm-hmm.
Still no kids, maybe kids, but they're not married. What would you say? How can you defend your point as far as like y'all are pushing 7, maybe going on to 8? But how can you defend that viewpoint for like other people out there watching and judging those type of relationships?
Well, this is good, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
This is real good. Me and my girl, we're turning 25. We've been together 7 years, so you can do the math. I mean, we got together right before we turned 18. So you have to consider a couple things. We started talking right before senior year of high school.
Let me stop you right there. Does it determine on the stage in their life?
Easily. Because 7 years, let's say we were to meet at 21 versus, let's say we met at 17. 7 years from 17 to, and you add 7 years, that's 24. If you go from 21 plus 7, that's 28.
Right.
Those are two very, very, very different people. I think like with us specifically, there's no doubt about what's next within our relationship, right? The 7 years is already just, how can I word this? It's just longer than expected because we started younger than expected. You don't expect people to be with their high school sweetheart. You don't expect that, bro. Like, that's very rare. A lot of people that are like meet up in high school and they like start dating, they don't end up together even after like high school. Sometimes even they don't even make it past the summer right after. You know, they go into college already split up.
Yeah.
And so I can tell you for me, it's just been a matter of, okay, what chapters are we in with our life? And because I feel like, and this is I don't think that anybody is supposed to have there's not a timeline to do anything, right? And I feel like people who think the opposite will always try to tell you that, no, there is. You have to have your life settled by this point. But I think like we're getting to a point within our generation to where that can just be thrown out the window. Because the world, society is evolving at a way faster rate than it did even just 100 years ago. To where like, I feel like 10 years, 50 years ago feel like, I would even say 5 years now in terms of innovation, right? Like in how fast the world is moving. And why do I bring that all together, bro? Because it's like, bro, when I got out of high school, I was still a kid. Even when I turned 21, I still felt like a kid, especially because COVID was hitting during that time. So the world was shut down. And so I think like there has to come a matter. There's 3 things that I would say go into making that decision, right? Which I feel number 1 is, okay, overall commitment. Is this truly the person that you want to be with the rest of your life? Number 2, it's a matter of, do you have the resources? Shall it be money or like maybe time or whatever? I'm not going to marry you if, first of all, we're not living together. I think that's a real reason why a lot of these relationships in the past, the divorce rate is at 50%, my dog. Bro, I've heard multiple stories, and not even like too much like going too further, but I'm talking like people within my grandma's age group. Bro, they're still together with their husband, but they probably gotten cheated on like 3+ times. And they act like it's something normal. Like, bro, it's so stupid. Like, I gotta live with you before we even consider getting married. Whoa.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's so true.
It happens
bro.
more than you think, bro.
Nah, bro. Yeah, bro. You hit that shit spot on.
They try to guilt trip you, like, no, like he cheated me with 3 other women, but I still forgave him and we're still
That's
together.
loyalty, mijo.
That's loyalty. Like that's like true loyalty in the Bible. Like, bro, shut up. Like you dumb.
Bro.
Like you really look goofy right now. Like for real.
Bro, like, fuck. I'm not laughing at. I mean, I kind of am laughing at them. But it's like, yo, I just don't understand that, bro. Like, past generations. Like, people talk about that ride or die. And people talk about, oh, you need to go through shit. You need to in a relationship. No, you need to stay with them. But it's like you said, bro, like, some of these relationships, you know, disloyal.
It should have been gone a long time ago. But anyways, I don't
Like,
want to.
I don't even, like, do you look up to those relationships, bro?
Hell no. I lost a lot of respect once I like everything clicked for me.
Me too.
The heck? Big time, bro.
Too.
We can go on for hours talking about, bro. Like one day we should definitely dial in on like the Latin trauma of like growing up like that. Like even being just a Mexican American and like what people like go through, you know? But more on that sense, it's like nowadays, you know, you have, and this is facts, bro. They actually did a study on this, and I might look it up for the video. There was a study done to where women in our age group, like Gen Z, their priorities have shifted so much compared to like the last 50 years. Their number one priority is their career. That's crazy. And like people in our age group, like men in our age group that are about to be 25, their main priority is children, like creating a legacy. That's what it is. But isn't it crazy how it's like polar opposites? Like it's like women want to, you know, exceed in their career, like personal growth, and men want families. All that's to say, bro, is I think it goes back to the original question, like why certain people and certain relationships take longer. Because it's like, I've seen a lot of couples where it's like, hey, I'm ready to get married with you, but let's not do it yet because I want to finish my master's. Or like, I want to get my PhD. Or like, I want to try and start this business. Like, I can't be a wife yet, you know? Or like, I can't be a husband yet. I think sometimes people will always find a way to make you feel bad. Like, well, there's never a right time for anything. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, it's everybody has their own timeline. I've seen people that didn't get married with anyone until 40. That person they got married with at 40, they lasted with like a lifetime. You know? And I've seen people get married at like 19 and then it lasts like 2 years.
There's always a rush. Definitely don't rush it, yeah.
Because I don't think like we're at a point where marriage should be about an age thing, bro.
Not necessarily an age thing, bro, but definitely the amount of time that you've been with your partner.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, there's different stages in life, bro. And obviously, you know, I found my girl in the middle 20s. You found your girl high school years, right? You've been with her 7 years, right? But like for a lot of people, bro, I'm gonna be honest, like they judge those type of relationships to where like, why have you not popped the question? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people would get upset if they were to be asked that. But I'm the type of people that like, I'm so like carefree about it because I really appreciate my journey. You know, like what I have with my girl is very special to the point where even hearing those expectations that people have, they have no effect on me. Okay. Before, maybe I would have told you little effect, but it's like no effect anymore because I look outside of my relationship and the things that I see. And it's like, honestly, bro, like if my relationship is working, I don't need your validation because I know what's in my heart. And I can even take it on that spiritual level where I want you to consider something very important. Okay, so I met my girl, 17, and then now I'm headed towards 25. And I think it's something important that we always forget. Let's say if we were to remove my girlfriend from those years of my life, regardless if she was in there or not, and regardless of whatever I was going through in my life or not, those years are years of growth and development for any man. Big time. You're leaving the teenage years, you're entering the adult world, and you're getting to that point where, okay, life is starting to get serious. But on the flip side, it's like, you're already going to go through so many hardships because you're trying to discover yourself and trying to figure out what do you want to do with your life? What is life even meant for? What is the meaning of life? And all these crazy ass questions. But at the same time, let's say I didn't have my girl, then boom, let's say I were to be able to meet someone after that. Okay, I got that. But now with my girl in it, I'm not saying that like she took my time away from that, but it's like now I still have to find time to give to her because she deserves that. So I feel like it does slow down. It slows down the personal growth journey, but
because you're growing
with your partner, you know? And I think it even, look, this is a very serious topic.
No, I like
to
this.
where like people will tell you, well, in a perfect relationship, you know, you can grow at the same speed that you would even if you were single. But that's completely false.
Bro, that's BS.
I think it's completely false
Mm-mm.
because like if you want it to be like that, then you might just be seeing your partner one time a week or so, which I guess it could work out. I want to answer your question, okay? Because I want to say that I don't think it's a matter of knowing if it's the right decision or not. That was out the window a long time ago. There's no doubt. I think it's just more like, am I ready? Because a lot of men don't consider this, bro. And they're gonna be like baffled, but to be honest with you, I wasn't ready to be a husband. I think like in my mind, I would look at my girl and be like, okay, I definitely see that she's ready to be a wife. And it's pretty admirable. It's like, oh damn, you know?
Yeah.
Like you locked in with me and I'm definitely locked in with you. But I wasn't ready to be a husband, and that doesn't mean like from a commitment point. I'm talking like I value what the title of husband holds, because to me, that's like king and queen right there. You have to tend to whatever your queen needs and like vice versa. Like that's a commitment, not only with the word in itself, but it's like, I am going to expect more of myself for you because now we're locked in together. Why would it be fair for me to jump into that role knowing that I'm not ready?
For other viewers out there that are watching this, that are probably in the same shoes as you, bro. And they probably have that answer too. Like, oh, I'm just not ready to be a husband. Why not?
I think for a couple of reasons, to be honest. Like a lot of people might actually feel the same way for two things. And I'm also going to tell you why some people might not feel that. So I want to start there. I feel like some people that question doesn't even pop in their head because they were probably never raised to be like that. You know, they might have came from a home where the dad was, or the husband might have never been so involved like with the wife. It's always like, oh, they came home, they had the dinner ready and they kind of just sat down and the dad went about their business and the mom went about their business. But when I look at the term of being a husband, bro, and yeah, I'm going to take it there, but it's coming from like a biblical standpoint. I want to be able to be there in every way possible for my girl, you know, and that means like emotionally, physically, spiritually, in every way possible. And it's like the people that don't even consider that question, they're not worried about that. They're just like, oh, let's just get married, you know, let's just get married. Like to them, it's like something so like whatever, bro.
And then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, like it's just a title. Bro, I hate that. Like, I hate that take. Like, oh, it's just a title. No. If you're my wife and I'm your husband, there's going to be a new list of expectations.
Okay. I feel you. I'm not one to say that it's just a title because I feel you. Husband and wife hold a very meaningful title, but you still haven't answered my question, bro. I'm still trying to figure out like, what would be the difference, bro? And again, I want to know so that way people out there, like guys out there that are in the same situation, probably even been longer with their girls. If it's not the commitment, then what is it? Is it that you're not ready because you expect yourself to be at a certain stage in your life?
I don't think I expect myself to be at a certain stage in my life. I think it's more like of a mindset thing. For example, if you were to tell me, or like if I were to simply ask you, bro, hey, bro, if you were to find out that like you were expecting a kid tomorrow, would you be ready for it? Like legit?
My answer to that, bro, and I'm not even trying to be on some BS. I could say no, I could say yes. Me knowing the person I am, I'm like, okay, if God drops a baby on me, I'm gonna be like, okay, then I'm gonna do whatever it takes to provide for that baby.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
So in my head, it's not like, oh, fuck, I'm not, bro, you're never gonna be ready. So that's always stuck in my head.
I agree with that.
That's always stuck in my head. Like, you're never gonna be ready, bro, to be parents.
I agree with that.
So if it drops, then it drops. Okay, let's get shit going. Let's do what we gotta do. Because that's the instinct that guys have. You're right. We're always gonna do what we can. We're always gonna do the most for the people that we love, right?
But would you have a kid tomorrow?
No.
I know. That's
no,
exactly.
bro, I can't say yes because it's like,
No,
yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I know. But do you see how those were two completely different answers, bro? That's exactly what I'm trying to get to. Like, and then I think I want to add this because I think that's another thing. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm doing something because like people are expecting me to do it. Like for me, I'm big on like feel and like it has to feel right and like it has to feel like God's timing. And thankfully, you know, I'm very grateful. Every decision that I've made within my life up until this point, I have no regrets with, and it's always because it's felt like God's timing.
Talk to the women out there. Talk to the women out there that have or that are in a relationship right now, maybe longer than yours, maybe a little bit less than yours. But talk to the women out there and let them know why their man's hasn't asked them or hasn't stepped up to that plate.
Number one, and people are not gonna like this, I feel like they're still not ready for that commitment with marriage.
Marriage itself.
Marriage itself, you know, because it's binding. Most of the time, the guys that I've talked to, it's been like they're scared, bro. It's kind of like it's feeling of.
But why?
I don't know.
Why is that title hold so much, bro? That's what I'm
because that's what like it's been brought up to be, and I feel like because there's this pressure from society that it has to come at a certain time. Like look at you, like with the question that's being asked, it's like yes, because there is always the question, oh, why am I waiting so long? You know, I feel like number two, a big one, bro, that I've heard, money. Like they probably want to have the money saved up for the ring and then just buy it. Or sometimes it's like, oh, my girl wants this big ring and like I'm trying to save up for it, but I have the money for like another type of ring. I don't know. Like it could be finances,
financial
you know?
reasons. Yeah.
And even if you want to throw in the financial reasons, maybe like they're not even living together. To guys, a lot of that's important. I'm not saying all guys, but to some guys that's important because they're like, yeah, there's not a perfect timing, but I want to have that. Like I want to have our own space, you know, to be able to get married.
So basically the two main reasons.
Commitment and then finances. And then number three, this one's sad though, bro. And I feel like for the people that actually are going to do this, it's like, just if you're actually going to do this, then maybe, yeah, bro, it's time to step back. But like, I feel like for the third reason, they might not even feel like you're the one. And they're just trying to fight the fact that like you've been together that long.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, that might be true though. That might be true.
Because look, to close off the pod, I'm gonna give you a statement that I've heard a lot of times. It'll be dope if we could get like some comments about this. I saw a statement that said a lot of the times that the couples you see that end up getting married are because they settled at like 25 or 26 because they didn't want to go back and explore. Where it's like there's a big controversy there where people say that sometimes people don't get married with the person they actually wanted. They marry the person that was with them already. But we like people don't like to say that though. It ruffles feathers, bro.
Okay, say that again, bro. Say that again. Just say it again, bro.
So there's a statement that people say that whenever you're 25, 26, that a lot of people get married not with the person that they entirely love. It's just a person that was available, that was there. Because you feel the pressure again that you have to be married by that age, bro. Ooh, that's why every time that I meet a person that thinks that way, show goofy ass away from me. Like straight up. Like it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sad truth, bro. I think that's the truth. I do appreciate you telling us though. If y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about that, if y'all want to give y'all's perspective on it. I know there's a lot of people in that situation, bro. Do you think women should give their man a chance though?
Yeah. I feel like
do you think like you gave everybody the reasons why, maybe, right? Do you think the women should hold off with that? Like hold on? Do you think it's fair for the women to hold off on that?
I will encourage the women that are in that position, like for real. Make it a priority to where you remind them all the time about it though. Because some guys, they'll get comfortable easily, you know, and that's like the worst part. And then sometimes it's not even about you, like for the girl. It's sometimes just like, oh, my life is good. You know, I have this going, I have this going. And it's kind of like there's a misdirection and like, oh, yeah, I don't really have to refocus. But it's like, no, they just need to like be reminded that, yo, yeah, I want to be with you.
You know, I think their lack of ambition for to elevate their life in a different way. They lose that, like you said.
I think like whenever us as men, if we encounter a man with like that, I'm gonna use that exact phrase, like lack of ambition. It's pretty. It gets you worried, like as a friend, if it is a friend or even just like with a person, and even like whatever family as well. That lack of ambition can spread to all parts of your life. Oh, and I honestly look at that like a virus. It's a virus, bro, but it's like not even a physical one, it's a mental one.
You know, let's just bring it back to that stereotype relationship, right? Like imagine your partner just not having that ambition. And yet now you over here getting comfortable because you're at the same level of them. And so now they're both just like wondering, they're just living life.
Well, we should one day open up that debate, like which is a better life, the comfortable life or like constantly overachieving? Because that can open up a lot of debate, bro. Because a lot of people live with the idea that no, life is life, and we just gotta we're on a rock, and none of this matters, you know. But anyway, that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
If you watched up to this point, thank you so much. We're really wanting to take it back to the roots, have some sit down conversations with y'all. So as always, if there's any specific topics that you want to talk about, drop them in the comments. We're getting back into sports season, winter season. We're going to be getting into some more serious conversations. The summer has been over, and we're excited to see the growth that we're going to have with, you know, the upcoming months and trying to take you on more journeys. Still keep it with the pod, but throwing a vlog every now and then. And then also for everybody that's watching, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all later.
Yo.